Alrighty guys, I'm here and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hi, I recorded the first video back in August. And I literally forgot about this whole thing. Like, oh, it's October, can't wait. But I'm back anyway. I'm actually really excited for this series, as I said. I think I said in my past video, I haven't seen it. It's actually uploading now. So a couple things, yeah, this is, instead of the streams, I'm just gonna do these videos. That sounds fun. And also, what was I gonna, also throughout the month of October, I'm going to be posting these videos. Hopefully I can finish the game before the end of October. Before the end of spooky season. Probably so. Videos might not be uploaded like all throughout October. Like I'm probably gonna say like I'm predicting that the last few episodes will be posted in like November or something, I don't know. But anyways, let's get back into it. I really suck at commentary. But anytime I do play a game, whether I'm recording or not, I'm still doing commentary to myself. So yeah, let's do this. Anyways, I've got to get up my memories. Hi again, Scarlet. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Oh yeah, trust me. I do run away any chance I get when I see women. Oh god, I fell. Nah, don't worry, I'm pretty chill. Like, I got nothing better to do, so why not? This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. 25% of the time. Not even a good 50-50, to be honest. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Fun fact, in real life I am a part of a type of literature club. It's creative writing. But it is basically literature. So yeah. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Scarlet. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Don't worry, Yuri. I am pretty A-okay. I'm hoping. I'm praying to God. Also, a little note. I actually did buy the copy of CDLC Plus for this, like a physical copy, just to get all the cool stuff that comes with, like these cute little displays that I can't show. Probably show in a community post or whatever, and a couple of other cool stuff. Making your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on! Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I will bitch smack you right back to 5th grade, you midget. I can't come up with good comebacks today. God, I suck. I don't even... I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Sometimes I like to add or subtract words. Because I get into character too good. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of this. Ooh, I'm so scared. I could literally just pick you up and toss you into a garbage can. You 4'3" looking smurf. It's not even blue. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I can't stop laughing. Just the way I do a Natsuki's voice. I'm like such a bitch. She is such a bitch, but God, I make her even more of a bitch. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Scarlet always gives his best as long as he's having fun. When have I ever done that? I literally hate this place now. The only reason I'm in here is because you dragged me in and freaking guilt tripped me into this shit. What do you want from me? He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Dear God, I thought I had a messy room, but God, you should see her room. She'll see it there. And you almost set your house on fire. Once. Oh, thank God it was only one time. At least it was just once. At least she's not committing arson on a mass scale. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Skylar can become good friends too. Sayori. Like, what the hell? Like what the hell? Okay, I think my mic's having a little trouble. Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into, you... Ooh. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Come on, don't be shy. Come on, you wanna give him something. You wanna give him the, you know. It's really nothing. What is it? It can't be that bad. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation as always. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Literally, it could be literally anything, like a piece of paper or whatever, I don't care. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So, I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. I can't stay mad at her. I can't be any other emotion than happy with her. She's just too wholesome. Why you gotta be so wholesome, Yuri? Why do you gotta be so wholesome, Yuri? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I know, right? This game gets me. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's seated, settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some schedule activity for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I actually do own a couple books I read now and then, like the Hunger Games and stuff like that. I am an avid reader. I just don't read a lot. I'm more of a writer. So I like to write more than I like to read. But a good book can keep me entertained. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the very first few pages. Aw, shit. Shit, fuck, damn it, bitch! I fucked up. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Dear God, someone give me a gun and let me shoot myself. I'm too embarrassed. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out, thinking about a good excuse to make. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? That's really suspicious, to be honest. Who owns more than two copies? I get it if one's like a special copy or whatever, but... This looks like the same exact book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, I see. You fucked up. You made a classic blunder. Yes, I always hate it when I buy two of the same book as well. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go and be the proper gentleman. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I just gotta find a good reason to read it. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over and back. The book is titled Portrait of Markeval. I can't pronounce it right. It's hard to pronounce. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets tangent. I can't speak. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's really relatable, Yuri. It's very hard for me to do that voice and try and speedrun words. It's very hard. It's kinda dark, isn't it? Yeah, it's just like my life. I ruin every relationship I've been in. Yeah. I don't have a lot of friends. I'm kinda depressed. This music does not help my sorrows. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. This girl is going to murder me, 100%. Is this gonna... I'm going to stick my dick in crazy situation? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Scarlett? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophies, and that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related, to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? That's my bad. I tend to do that a lot. Yeah, you really do tend to do that. Not again. I'll suit myself out. And that's the end of that. I'm sorry. I'm being such a disappointment right now. Hey, don't apologize. It's fine. It's cool. I haven't lost interest or anything. It's just... you have a big personality that I find nice. And I'm not talking about your breasts. But they're big too, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it as well. Right? You don't have to. Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I placed into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I skip into the seat next to Yuri's. I sound like an asshole when I'm voicing this over. Like I'm forcing her to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little oppressive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. God, this is uncomfortable. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? God, you remind me so much of myself. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... The eyes. I love it. Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. God, if this isn't Liz, I don't know what it is. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Give me a second. I just got a notification. Okay. I'm back, sorry. Oh, that was weird. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second looking at you. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Aw, that smile. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me a little bit of you. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she's also second-guessing all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for the moment. I fucked up. I said something wrong. Shit. But Scarlet, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that... Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it in a cute kind of way, because I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying? All of a sudden, Okay, everyone! Thank God! Thank you! My savior is here from embarrassment. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, separates from her finished thoughts. Yeah, I didn't read that in time. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess you don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reason. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Excuse me, Sarah and enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sorry. There he is on a wrinkled string of loose leaf torn of her spiritual notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composed notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuzu recently comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Okay, I'm gonna save. I don't know how long I have, so I'm gonna quickly get over. Okay, anyways, let's do Sayori first. Just kind of call me, I don't know. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. I hope. This is a good poem, Scarlet. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Obviously. I am too much of an idiot to write a poem. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Like, look at me. If you said yes, screw you. But thank you. I guess you're right. Well, that's why I'm impressed. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy. Just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Scarlet. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Oh no, I'm total selfish, bro. But I literally hate all of you. Y'all can go burn in hell for all I care. Bro, fuck this shit up, up. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here, my evil intentions, my goals, distant lust. I'm getting ahead of myself. Not again. I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you thrusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a theoretical guess. This is just my assumption here, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. It was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you, okay? Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. Your hungry ass, of course, would say I want breakfast any day of the week. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast! I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks you for showing me. I'm out. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, sure she is. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever! Well, I look forward to seeing that, I guess. Who should I show my poem to? Yuri. There we go. Bro, that's what. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lightening. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh gosh. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yeah, I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've been writing a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you, bro. I just half-assed that shit, bro. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find a good excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trail, her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. You already know. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. We all know Natsuki's a bitch. I won't let you. I'm so sorry if you actually like Natsuki. It's just Yuri's better than everybody. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts. Process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Excuse me, my expertise in cursive sucks ass. I can't read cursive that good. So, I'm gonna do this off of pure thought, and I haven't read these in a while, so. Ghost under the light. I can't fucking read that! The noodles of my hair illuminate, roughen the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have withstand the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green bloom of the future. I bathe in calm, breathing air of present. But in the past, the light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, for Yuri, I'm gonna have to get a translator. I can't read cursive. I suck ass at it. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. No, you don't. You have such great handwriting. I can't read that shit. There's a difference between having shit handwriting and so good handwriting. It's hard to read. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Kinda like you. What? Yeah? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mid. Mid? What you talking about mid? Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Scarlet. Really? I must have totally missed that the point. Well, I suppose you could only glance over it after all. But remember that the poet often expresses their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than just tell a full story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolical compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining place of comfort. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. My throat hurts from doing all these voices. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more. So, putting it in that way, I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Bravo. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Scarlet. Me too. Do I quickly rush over for water or get this video done quickly? I'm doing the video quickly. I'm a menace! I'm a menace to society! And anyways, Natsuki, Big Suzuki, let's go. Huh? Scarlet, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Get your bitch ass out of here. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Yes, very much so. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort into it. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of your first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. God, I'm an asshole. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I tell you what. To improve. But you'd be better off just trying again. Fair enough. I want your opinion. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyways, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? You're a horrible person. But I'm not. At least not to your standards. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for the person to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like my dad. Like in this poem, and my dad. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it makes it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what makes it. That's what it. Oh fuck! I fucked it up. I fucked up. Fuck you. That's what it means to be a pro. What is this, my hero? Oh yeah! Where's my food? I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I didn't think I'd learn anything from an Oompa Loompa, but here we are. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki feels is feeling proud, then I won't let that take away from her. And finally, Monica. Let's go. Hi, Scarlet. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, you're new and everything. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I listen to everything. Everything. You're a freaky motherfucker, Scarlet. I'm shocked. Don't be afraid to take another good one. I crack myself up sometimes. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Scarlet. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Scarlet. I was going ooh in my head while reading. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect that. I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I'm sorry about that. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it works anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of magic, imagery, and symbolism. All words you learn in high school. I learned all these words. Actually, I learned them from this game, way before I learned that shit. You see, video games can teach you a lot. Don't underestimate it. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when leaders are left to devise their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write, effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feeling, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nutrients. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming you're at this point. I didn't really ask though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. God, I wish. Don't worry so much about it. You'll do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I'm comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you to find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Anyway, that's silly. Anyways, would you like to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Oh, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always feeling that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle. Oh yeah, I can't read words. The speckled, noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My rentals. Already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I think everyone is good at something. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets a little fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just focus on yourself to get something down on the paper, and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hands and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Anyways, let's just save that. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it off here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun. I need to relax my throat. Maybe get a cup of tea. I'm a really big tea guy. I drink it more than coffee now. I decided like tea is a lot better for my throat than coffee was. But I still gotta cut down on sugar. That or a nice bottle of cold water. Out in the desert, you kinda gotta rely on water, bro. It's your essentials. Anyways. Oh yeah, you can clearly see the dates of when I'm doing this. This was recorded way before September. And it's recorded right in October 3rd. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye!